We have broken the step.
Oh my god, that
Oh my god, it's champagne, it's champagne, it's champagne.
It's blush.
Oh, it's blush, whatever.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
What's the top line?
Oh, you got your rose gold. Got your rose gold.
Wait, is it strapped?
Off shoulder.
Yeah.
It is a, oh. Wow.
Do you know what? Chris was actually really close.
Yeah,
It was. Oh, and it's got a nice long train. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Oh, I can't wait to
so
see that
you.
on.
That is so you. Oh, it's stunning.
Oh, it's so
No.
little.
God, look at the layers of detail in it.
Yeah, I love
Look at the
it.
sparkles.
Oh, no. You have a whole layer of extra sparkle.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Of course it. Who's doing you up tomorrow?
Mum and Nikki.
I might need some help.
Yeah.
Who's done it before?
I have.
Oh, good.
That
Takes
colour.
ages.
I knew
Pretty,
it wasn't
isn't
going to
it?
be white.
That
I
colour's
said
really
it's
nice.
not going to be white.
It goes better with skin.
Mm.
Most
Yeah. Have you
people's
got a
skin
veil?
colours here.
I'm just gonna video you doing it.
Rose gold, everything. Rose gold. Perfect.
See, you've got a mirror,
Take all shit with me. This is amazing.
and it stands up on its own.
Oh, Joe, they're
That's
beautiful.
perfect.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, they're pretty.
Thank you, darling.
You're
Generally
welcome.
statement-y.
Huh?
They're cute.
Oh, they've got our names on.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, these bad boys are coming out.
Callum, smile.
It always turns up late when the bride arrives. It always turns up late.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who can, please stand ready to receive the bridal path.
He's pleased. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to take your seats, please? Thank you. You two stay standing. Good afternoon, everybody. On this Chris and Joe's very special day, I'd like to welcome you all to Christchurch Harbour Hotel. My name is Sarah, and I have the great pleasure and privilege of conducting this ceremony today. With me today is my colleague, Karine, who is responsible for completing the legal paperwork. We're here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Joe and Chris, to share with them in their happiness and their hopes for the future. A good marriage must be created, it's not just about today, but the rest of their lives together. It's a joining of two people who trust the love that they have found, and a partnership in which each can grow and be their true selves. The marriage ceremony provides the opportunity to unite friends and family in one place to celebrate the joy of the occasion and to offer Joe and Chris support, not just for today, but throughout their married life together. Now, it's tradition in this country for the bride's hand to be given in marriage by somebody very special to her. And today that's fallen to the bride's father, Alan. So Alan, can I ask you, do you give Joe to be married to Chris?
I do.
Would you like to kiss your lovely daughter goodbye?
Go on, swing her up.
She's somebody else's responsibility now. Take your seat, sir. Take your sit down, sir. Gently. Now I need to make sure I'm marrying the right couple. So Chris, can you tell me your full name, please?
Christopher Charles Jones.
And Joe, can you tell me your full name?
Joanna Hartley.
Now may I ask if there's anybody here present who knows of any just cause or lawful impediment as to why this marriage should not take place? We need to declare it now. You're safe. I'm going to ask the bride and groom to make a solemn and truthful declaration that to the best of their knowledge and belief, there is no lawful reason why they should not be joined together in marriage. So Chris, repeat after me. I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Christopher Charles Jones,
why I, Christopher Charles Jones,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Joanna Harvey.
to Joanna Hartley.
Joe, I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Joanna Harvey,
why I, Joanna Hartley,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Christopher Charles
to
Jones.
Christopher Charles Jones.
So we've now come to the legal vows. It'll only take a few moments for Joe and Chris to say their vows, but they will last a lifetime. The vows are very special, for as you say them, so you will both become husband and wife. So for this important part of the occasion, can I ask everyone to stand again? Hold hands. You can get close now because you're getting married. Chris and Joe, before you were joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and lasting character of marriage, and of the nature of the vows and promises that you're about to make to each other today. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life and the exclusion of all others. More than this, marriage marks the beginning of an important chapter in their lives. It's intended to provide love, friendship and support on your journey through life together. Chris, do you take Jo to be your wife? Do you promise to love and care for her, trust her and be honest with her, and to remain true to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Christopher Charles Jones,
to witness that I, Christopher Charles Jones,
do take thee, Joanna Harvey,
do take thee, Joanna Hartley,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Jo, do you take Chris to be your husband? Do you promise to love and care for him, trust him and be honest with him, and to remain true to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Repeat after me. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Joanna Harvey,
to witness that I, Joanna Harvey,
do take thee, Christopher Charles Jones,
do take you, Christopher Charles James,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Everyone can take their seats again, thank you. Marriage is not just a legal contract between two people, it is also an emotional commitment. And to support the legal vows that Joe and Chris have just made, they're going to make their personal promises to each other. Leave that to Joe and Chris.
Joanna, I promise to be your husband, best friend and soulmate. Today, tomorrow and forever.
I promise to be your wife, your best friend, and your soulmate today, tomorrow, and
So we now come to the giving of the rings, which is the ancient and traditional way of sealing the marriage vows. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle, and it symbolises perfect unity, with no beginning and no end. This is an outward sign to everybody of your everlasting love and the lifelong promises that you've made together today. So Stephen, can we have Steve up with the rings?
Is that just all right? Okay, thank you.
So if you take, yes, just take Joe's ring, Chris, that's it. Place it on her finger, on the knuckle, halfway up. And holding it there, just say to these words to Joe. Joe, I give you this ring
Joe, give me this ring,
as a symbol of my love and affection,
as a symbol of my love and affection,
of the bond we share
the bond we share,
and our future before us.
and our future before us.
And slide it on. Perfect. And then you give Joe the ring. Joe, if you place it on his finger and hold it on the knuckle halfway up and say these words to Chris. Chris, I give you this ring
yes, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion,
as a symbol of my love and devotion,
of the bond we share
the bond we share,
and our future before us.
and our future before us.
And slide it on. That's not May these rings that form a visible seal to the marriage contract be reminded you both of the vows and promises that you've made to each other here today. Let your rings be a sign that love has a past, a present and a future. Now Chris and Joe, you wanted to take this all in this moment of all your guests, so you wanted to turn around and have a little look at everybody, witnessing you getting married. We'll take a look at those happy faces. Chris and Joe, love is a gift. Take care of it and it will last you a lifetime. May you always be able to laugh together, confide in each other and be the very best of friends. Your married life starts here today, and with the support of your family and friends, may it be a lifetime full of love, happiness and adventure. You are two people with one shared life ahead of you, and in joining your lives through this marriage, may you both be granted a very special lifetime together. It now gives me great pleasure to pronounce that you are husband and wife, because you're every day. So happy. Would you like to come on and sit down here? They're just going to do some signing paperwork.
Congratulations, Mrs. Jones. Must be the first person to say that. Mrs. Jones. Yes, we got this one. Try right at the side and you sign across next to your wife. left-handed. It's really awkward with family. Really well. But don't smudge so slow. Just not smudge, is it? Right then. David, David Jones. Quite small, we've got 3 witnesses today. Just on your side of the room. Just so you did see it legally happening.
A bit of a free fall while they're
So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be outstanding. Newlywed couple. It's been a real pleasure. We're a delightful couple. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. It's great weather. So in a moment, Joe and Chris are going to be walking down the aisle, getting a glass of champagne. And the rest of you will be peeling out into the grounds to get some drinks yourselves. And then you'll be back in here later for a meal. And if you can remember how to dance, you'll be dancing tonight as well. For a long time. This has been a long time coming because you've had to cancel twice. So at last you got here. We'll do everything. So before we send them off, let's raise the roof. I'll give you the new Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Hello. You're gonna see this when you're 18, which is like 2 years' time. So, great. Woo. Leo. Hello. I'm here. Hello. You look very swish. Hi, Evie. Hi. So I do. You're gonna see this when you're 18. What do you want to say to? I don't know. You had a good time today though, right? Good.
It's been great. Great ceremony it was.
When he's 20. When he was 20.
I'm 20.
What? When he's 20?
I'm 20, I'll be homeless probably.
He's going to be homeless.
Do it for Leo.
What, when he's got 18? He'll be like, Dad!
You are invited to give a very, very warm welcome to today's very special couple, Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Does that mean that we're going to go running? My husband's been really running after me with the quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, we now reach the time in any wedding celebration that everybody waits for one reason or another. Hopefully, a genuine desire to hear what various people have to say about the day, or alternatively, someone stands to make a fortune from the book that's been run on the length of the speeches. Whichever it is, now's the time to do your fidgeting. Turn around to face the speakers if you wish to do so, who are all doing from the top table. And once that's done, sit back, relax, and prepare to enjoy the speeches. Bride and bridegroom, mother of the bride, parents of the bridegroom, grandma, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, please welcome, and then pray silence, for Mr. Alan Harvey, the father of the bride.
Right, shut up. Hello everyone. We finally made it here, and a few delays and changes on the way, but I am so happy to see Chris and Joe married. Changes, yes. Joe, we have no unicorns. The hotel said no way after the last time. And the red arrows have let us down. They only do red, white and blue smoke, so no rainbow across the sky. Changes and delays we can cope with, but I'm so happy to see you all here. As you may know, I have 2 daughters and a loving wife. But you may not know that I don't watch Disney cartoons anymore. They cause me too much grief. Picture, if you will, Cinderella on the screen, and a pair of eyes look up at you and say, am I a princess? Of course you say yes. And the other daughter turns round and says, so I'm the ugly daughter, am I? How'd you get out of it? So anyway, Jo, you are still my princess. First time I met Chris, I was unloading my van when he walked up the drive to see Jo. Normally they just go in, ring a bell, and that's it. Chris came over and introduced himself, and I thought, this guy seems okay. Where's Jo found this one? Chris, I am so glad you survived the family inquisition of the uncles and aunts. Let's face it, the Marilyn's lot are a lot rowdier than the Joneses.
What are you trying to say? I agree, Al.
Jo Jones, that's going to take some getting used to. The latest Jones marriage is a good fit. They have two families that love and care for their people and welcome each other readily. Jo and Chris have mutual friends, shared interests in movies, camping, and searching out exotic holidays. Camping is a bit more exotic than both of your childhood days. That blow-up bed is well over the top. I suppose someone's going to give her a solar-powered chandelier for her present. Marilyn and I have had the pleasure of sharing a trip to Norway with the two of you and seeing the northern lights, fields, reindeer, and some pretty cold snow. I wonder where the next adventure's going to be. Wherever it is, save the experience and share it with us. There are folk who cannot be here today. Oz floating. Excuse me. I can't do that bit.
You want me to?
You're all right, mate.
So it's okay, Chris. Oz floating around on HMS Kent, and Grandad Ken across the road, too old and frail to come today. And then there's Matt away teaching in Spain, Tom with a serious bad back. There will be others who no doubt can share with photos and Facebook. I'm glad that Lisa has been able to be here today with her cousins. I hope HMS Duncan has a safe trip. We all know Chris as quiet, laid back and caring. Jo.
Good stuff.
Jo, organising, attention to detail, and sometimes scheming. Yeah. If you ever need a wedding planner, she probably has an app and a spreadsheet ready to come to your rescue. I think the dream day that the two of you has designed is amazing, and thank you so much for sharing your dream with us. Yes, special daughter, you have always said that one day your real family is going to come and get you. And that you will have a silver Isuzu Warrior with pink leather seats and a husky in the back. I'm sorry to say you're going to have to put up with this lot. So, can I ask you lot to raise your glasses to a loving and wonderful couple. May fortune come to you in the many ways to share. To Christopher and Joanna. And Jo, Sarah, there's only 97 days to Christmas.
Jo, Chris, family, friends. Today we have two best men. We're going to hear from each of them separately. So first of all, please welcome and then pray silence for Steve.
sorry, Joe and Chris, you are caring. I didn't mean to laugh that loud. Hi everyone, my name's Steve. I'm one of Chris and Joe's friends. Well, I'll say that, we'll see how this goes. It's a brave ask, asking a friend known for his dirty sense of humour and record of inappropriate jokes to write a best man speech for your wedding. So well done to Chris for being so brave, and to Joe for not checking what's on this piece of paper. Writing a best man speech for Chris is incredibly hard. As you know, they're traditionally filled with unmentionable stories of holidays to Magaluf. However, Chris has less dirt on him than Mr. Muscle. Although Joe has told me not to mention your time as an undercover spy, Donald Trump supporter, or that tattoo of her on your you-know-where. Don't worry, folks, it's only small. The tattoo, that is. That had to make it in there. I want you to cast your minds back about 10 years ago. I was trying to remember a time before Chris and Joe were together. Chris had been smitten for a while, and he'd found himself a very beautiful girl who's kind, funny and caring. Chris was incredibly nervous, and it took him for a while to pluck up the courage to ask her out. Unfortunately, Danny said no. So I'm going to have some apologies to make after this. So well done to Joe for being there to pick up the pieces. I'm going to go to such a hiding after this. I first met Joe when I mistakenly burst into a small cupboard on the top floor of the Students' Union building at Bournemouth University. It was late at night and Chris and Joe were in there alone. And here's me bursting in at 10 p.m. like the SAS. I put 10 p.m, I think it was more like 1 a.m, so it was even more of a shock. Luckily for me, they were only making a radio show. However, I still gave Jo the shock of her life, something she still reminds me about to this day. Now I come to think of it, that pokey little dark room with no windows, that was only big enough for 2 people, late at night, perfectly soundproofed. I'm glad they were only writing silly songs and giving out stupid mugs. Over the time we have been friends, we've done some really great things. From holidaying abroad to camping trips, many evenings at the beach, comedy and music gigs, it's quite a lot, rock band nights, there's a couple of trips to the water park in there, parties at my old flat, and that wide discography of some questionable music covers. We're still waiting for the music paperwork for that. If there's any one memory worthy of putting in a best man speech at your wedding, it's this one. It's not one that gets brought up a lot, but Chris, I'm going to give you a bit of a memory test. Do you remember that time we were driving over to Swanage for a camping trip, and you just bought a pair of walkie-talkies? Yeah. I forget who came with us on that trip, however, there had been about 6 or 7 of us. We were going to take 2 cars, Chris in the trusty blue C3, still fighting the good fight, yeah. And I think I might have even had the Citroen Picasso at the time. That's how long ago. Thank you, Natalie. We thought it would be great fun if each of us took one of the walkie-talkies so we could chat between the 2 cars on the journey. What proceeded was probably the funniest drive of my life, as Chris and I spent the whole hour giving each other a very unflattering but hilarious commentary of the sights, sounds and good people of Dorset. Honestly, never laughed so much in my life. I wish I could remember what was said on that journey, but I was too busy in fits of laughter. But it's safe to say that we'd have made Dorset Police's most unprofessional traffic interceptor unit. And as for the 3 people in the room who know the follow-up story to the walkie-talkies, I'm not going to say any more because I think they landed that plane safely. And Lucy's dad's still looking for me. This is where it gets soppy, by the way. Chris and Joe, it's been a privilege to call you both friends for over a decade. Through the highs and lows, through the laughter and tears, thank you for being there for me. It's been lovely to watch your love grow for each other. You started out strong and have only grown closer. There's no doubt you were made for each other. When you first got together, it was clear that it was going to last forever. I think that was fairly evident. It's honestly an honour knowing both of you and to have you as such good close friends. Joe, you look so beautiful, and that dress is absolutely gorgeous. I hope today is everything that you dreamed of. Good. And as for those who don't know, Chris has been more excited than a kid at Christmas, waiting for today to come. So I hope Joe was the present that you 100% wanted. Special thanks to Natalie, Mary, Danny and Sarah and Lisa for doing such a good job at getting Joe here and being such wonderful bridesmaids. You all look lovely. And I wanted to pass on our congratulations from our good friend Matt, who sadly couldn't be here today, as he's teaching out in Spain in glorious 30+ degree weather. All right for some. Oh, is he on FaceTime? Oh, hi Matt. Thank you for letting us be part of your special day. Now, I don't want to go on too much longer because we are delayed by about a year. So if you join me in raising a glass to Chris and Joe. Chris and Joe. Right, I can relax now.
Now, Adam!
Right, so before I begin, I must admit that Chris and Joe have asked me to remove any sort of innuendo from this speech. I've promised that if I come across anything risque, I'll whip it out immediately. So hello, I'm Adam, and I am here to tell you about how Chris is wonderful, handsome, and I can't read what that last word says, mate. So, yeah, your handwriting's shocking. So I've known Chris now for 21 years. We met after meeting back in school, back in the year 2000. Since then, we've been on countless adventures. We've been to Comic-Cons in costume, many hours of Rock Band, making YouTube videos, always laughing and reciting quotes from many of our favourite movies and TV shows. One story that always sticks in my mind was Chris's 18th birthday. Now, I think we were at your house for this one. There was you, me, and I think Ian was there as well, one of our other friends. And we spent the night drinking, as you would, and probably watching Alan Partridge or something along those lines. After a few drinks later, we ended up taking a walk down Southbourne Beach, where we ended up making sand angels, and I think we got chased off the beach by the beach patrol in the end. A few years went on, Chris met Joe, and some of you know that they were really good friends before they started dating. I can remember the day that Chris told me that they were finally making things official. We'd gone out for lunch, and Chris told me, which I replied to him, "Oh, finally." To which he said back to me, "A lot of people have said that." Which just shows that these two are really meant to be together. So now, almost 10 years together, and this has been the third date, we finally get their special day. And I couldn't be happier for you two. Joe, I think you look amazing today. And you are lucky to have each other. Chris, thanks for always being the Joey to my Chandler, the Spider-Man to my Thor, and the Peter to my Ray, literally. So I'd like to make a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Jones, to Chris and Joe.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final word, possibly for the last time, please welcome the bridegroom!
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and Carl. Thanks for coming today. It's been such a magical day. It really has. The weather's been beautiful to us. You know, it was potentially going to rain, but we've managed to hit the ball today. So family is the most important thing in both of our lives. We honestly feel so lucky and privileged for all of you to be here on our big day. Honestly, it means the world to us. We've got guests all over today. We've got people from all over Dorset and Hampshire, some from Devon over there, and even some all the way from Purewell, because we're very local. Oh yeah, there you go. I've got a couple of bits written down because it's one of those things. As you can imagine, today has felt so far away. Planning, then stopping, then rearranging. So finally to get here today is a huge achievement for me and my wife. And because of our situation, we've had to collect and store wedding gear for almost 2 years. So what I'm really excited about is getting our spare room back. It's going to look so big. In all seriousness, though, I'd like to thank both sets of parents for all their support in many ways than one over the last year or so. Let's give a big hand to the mother and father of the bride, Alan and Marilyn. Don't they look both great? When I asked Alan for her daughter's hand in marriage, it was the most frightening conversation I've ever had to prep myself for. Probably more scary than proposing, weirdly enough. Ultimately, I got worked up for nothing, as Alan couldn't be any more gracious to me. I want to thank you both for welcoming me to the family back in 2012. Now it's official. We're officially in-laws, and it's been so much fun over the last few years. We've had parties, we've had barbecues, and like you say, even holidays abroad. But something that has brought us together is all the time is food. Food is great. And I can honestly say nobody cooks better than Alan or Marilyn. Whether it's Sunday roast by Marilyn or Al's barbecues, the care and love that goes into every meal is phenomenal. So thank you very much for feeding me over the years.
I haven't got any weight.
That's it. And Alan, you'll have to teach me a thing or two about barbecues. Joe's extended family is here today. Right at the back there. Big shout out to you guys. They've been just as welcoming to me over the years. Occasionally we like to have Greek food nights. Usually involve Carl yelling at me whilst cuddling me at the same time, whilst having one too many drinks. Yeah. Which time? In all seriousness, though, let me tell you something about Marilyn and Alan. I can honestly say that I've never met anyone so caring and so devoted to others. They always put others before themselves, and it's a testament to their incredible act of kindness and love, which is very inspiring. You have raised Jo to be a strong, kind, creative daughter who's always there for you. A caring person who's compassionate and always generous to others. And that's not a coincidence that they pick up those traits from both of you. So I've got a couple of gifts for you both, just to say thank you. Let me just check. Yeah, that's cool. Good. I've got some gifts here for you. So I've got some flowers there for you, Marilyn.
Thank you very much.
Those are for you. And for Alan. There you go, your favourite.
Well done, mate.
To my mum and dad. To my mum and dad. No, don't say out much. But I love you both very much. You've continued to be such great role models to me, who I continue to look up to every day. I owe a tremendous amount of gratitude to you both. Thank you for raising me for the way I am, and for supporting me through my life and giving me a great memories, childhood of lifetime memories. So thank you very much both, and we've got some gifts for you as well. Here we are. Thank you. There you go. And flowers for you. There you go. It's all getting very emotional. Even the cake is in tears. Way! I had to do it. Both sets of parents are great examples of marrying your best friend. This year, my mum and dad celebrated their 44th wedding anniversary. And my new in-laws celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. So we're in good company. So I'd like you to raise a glass. Oop, there we go. Raise a glass to mums and dads. Thank you. Okay. Not a day goes by when me and Joe don't reference our childhood in some way. It's been a consistent staple of our past, which has made us who we are today. Speaking memories, quick shout out to my big brother David and Corin, and my big sister Corin, who made growing up so much fun. Whether it's playing Quake 2 and listening to Oasis, or building a treehouse on top of a barbecue in the garden. That sounds weird out of context, I know. Amazing memories. And I want to say a big thank you to Corin, who made our wedding cake today, which is, honestly, it's gonna taste incredible, and we've got a little something to say thank you for all your hard work. And she's videoing right now.
Action shot.
There you go. I want to take a moment to make a toast to those who are no longer with us. If you get a chance today, their photos are at the back of the room. So I'd like to raise a glass, and if they were here today, they would be smiling and raising a glass with us. So here's a toast to absent loved ones. To my best man. Thanks. Woo! Firstly, thanks for turning up. That's good. It's always a relief when you guys remember the date. I know it's changed a few times, but cheers for coming to the stag do. It was great to see the band back together again for Rock Band. Play some mini golf, kayaking, singing, and drinks, and much more. You guys have certainly helped settle the nerves today by keeping me laughing today. Like I say, I've known Adam for 21 years, Steve for 14, and I've never known anyone to make me laugh so hard as much as these two. Whether it's us, again, making parodies on YouTube or quoting Alan Partridge at any occasion, it's comforting to know that you guys are always there for us. So thank you to your friendship over the years, and to say thanks, we've got some nice, some pretties for you. So there we go. There's one for Steve. And one for Adam. There you go, buddy. Yes, and our good friend Matt Lawrence is over on FaceTime. Is he on FaceTime? Oh my word. He'll probably watch it later on YouTube anyway, so. But my nephew stepped up as Matt's place, and he's made us very proud, auntie and uncle. Callum Miles, everyone. Doesn't he look sharp? As a token of your gratitude today, we got a little present for you. We didn't miss out on you. So here you go.
It's not fit. No.
Sadly, not yet. We've got a few more years. Cheers. Woo. And to our beautiful flower girl, who's made us just as proud today, my niece Evie Miles. thank you for being our flower girl, Evie, and we've got a little something for you as well. So, and someone that walked down the aisle today with Evie was the bridesmaids. Don't they look lovely today? Mary, Natalie, Danny, Lisa and Sarah. Most of I've known now for many years. It's great to see you all here today supporting Jo. Jo is always happy and content when she's with you all collectively together or one-on-one. So thanks for being there for her today. The hen party looked amazing, by the way. I'm very jealous of that karaoke, and I want in next time. To say thank you for all of you today, we have some gifts for you here. We've got one for each of you there, so that's for you, Sarah. There you go. And there's one for you, Mary. And we just distribute. If you'd like to come on up. There you go, Danny.
Free booze.
I'd like you to raise a glass and toast to the bridesmaids. Now, to the most important person of the day. You're welcome. Funny, gorgeous, kind, and generous are some of the words I've heard people say about me earlier. Yeah. Of course, I'm joking. I'm talking about the new Mrs. Jones. Who you all agree looks absolutely stunning today. Nothing beats the dedication and hard work Joanna has put into planning today a reality. This hasn't been her average wedding planning. With almost 2 years of lows and highs, we've made it. It was all worth it in the end. Congratulations, Jo, on an outstanding job. Really. I want to tell you about someone I met. It was Halloween 2008, and I attended a friend's Halloween party dressed as a dorky Harry Potter with famous round specs, only to have come across a girl dressed as a black cat with drawn-on whiskers and with some pointy cat ears. We smiled across the room from each other and got talking. Cut to another party, and we recognised each other again and again and again, and we got to know each other very well. Our circle group became tight, and we used to play music and party games in our very famous shed nights, who that table will remember a while ago. We became best friends and quickly even had our very own breakfast radio show on student radio. This period of our friendship was really special to me because it was at this time that I really started to fall for her. There's not many people who can say that they have recordings of each other before the sparks start to fly. In front of thousands of listeners. Oh, wait, sorry. A handful of listeners. That's more accurate. Yeah. We had deep chats until 4 a.m., long drives to sandbanks, putting the world to rights. And through all of it, we were always there for each other. As you can imagine, after 2 years of friendship, we finally announced we were going out, and the reaction was the same across everyone. About bleeding time. When we finally plucked up the courage, I plucked up the courage to pick out an engagement ring and kept everything a secret. On our 7th anniversary, I asked her to marry me. That girl became my beautiful wife today. In March, we'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary together, but today we finally become the Joneses, and we'll continue our journey together as one. Jo, I love you, even through the endless amounts of Taylor Swift songs played around the house. I even love you through all of the ever-changing celebrity crushes, such as Marvel actors Sebastian Stan, Chris Evans, Hugh Jackman, Also, pole darks, Aidan Turner. Take That's Jason Orange. We're going back a bit now. And even John Smith from Pocahontas. Saying that, in her defence, she does put up with my consistent guitar playing and music obsession with the Beatles. Joe, you keep me calm and content through anxious times. You make me laugh so hard. We've travelled together to many places in the world. We've lived together for 4 years. And even through the highs and lows that life throws at us, we still make each other laugh until our bellies hurt. Now, I gave Jo her wedding card this morning, but what I didn't tell her what her wedding present was. Jo loves the harbour. She loves to be around water all the time, which is why you get your very own paddleboard.
Oh,
yeah! You're welcome. I feel like a bit of a game show host now. You've got your own very paddleboard. So, we plan to honeymoon in the Maldives next year, and I can't wait to continue our adventures together. So I'd like to raise a glass to Mrs. Joanna Jones, toast to the bride. And one more bit, and I'm done. By the way, if there's anyone missed out, put your hand up right now, so we'll get to you. We've hoped you've enjoyed this beautiful day so far as much as we have. Jo and I cannot wait to share the dance floor with you all later on for some well-needed cheesy dance moves. And I'd like to do just one more final toast for this evening, so if you could stand if you can, and I'd like you to raise a glass. Everyone's aching. Sometimes we get so caught up in our busy modern day lives to really appreciate the only things that matter in life, and that is family, health, and happiness. So let's toast to that, to family, health, and happiness.
Family, health, and happiness.
Thank you. On with the drinks. On with the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We've just got to move a couple of things around and then we'll be cutting the wedding cake, so don't go anywhere yet. Just go inside and then you're outside.
Thank you guys. Well done. Oh, no.
Chris, you go to the corner and then Joe's going outside. So, ladies and gentlemen, going back in time, health and prosperity was always wished from the happy couple by breaking bread over their heads. Well, today I'm sure we would like to wish them health and prosperity, but I suggest we do so by adding our wishes to the one that they make as they cut their wedding cake. And this is what I invite them to do now. So, Joe and Chris, please cut your wedding cake. Thank you, Joe, and ready. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make our way out on the terrace. We want everyone to go out there where we're going to have a quick sparkler party before we move inside for the dancing. So, just to wrap this up, yet again I would like you to wish health, happiness and a very long life together to this lovely couple. And for the first time, please give 3 cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! And now please make your way on the terrace for the sparkler party.
Get away from me!
Ah.
Mind the hair.
I don't want this one anymore.
Oh, I love my room. Wait a second.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's evening entertainment. It gives me great pleasure to welcome into the dance floor for their first time as man and wife, Chris and Joe. Brand new Mr. Jones!
We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our place, we made the rules. And there's a dazzling heat, a mysterious way about you too. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years? Can I go where? Can we always be this close forever and ever? Take me out and take me home. You're my lover. We could let our friends crash in the living room. This is our place, we make the call. With unbiased decisions that everyone who sees you wants to. God loved you 3 summers now, honey, but I want more. Can I go where you go? Can we always ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar?
Yes, guys, again, it's a good time to join the bride and groom. Let's join the bride and groom on the dance floor. That's it, feel free to cut in, join the bride and groom.
Can Maybe I'm too
I think Joe wants to come over and see you, so...
Yeah, we'll be there next year.
There's something about like a castle and...
Castle and Disney princesses?
Castle and Disney princesses, something like that. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go and watch balls? So she wants to come and see you.
loud noise for your bride and groom, Chris and Joe, the bride and Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her into your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world on your shoulder. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool. I'm making this world a little colder.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we've got time for tonight. And here, one more time for your bride and groom, Chris and Joe, Mr. and Mrs. Jones! Absolutely fantastic. You'll be amazing tonight. Thank you very much.
you.